Hey, what's going on, everybody? SeoulStEaL here. Welcome back. This is the last game of the series between myself and Cassidy with the Starcraft 2 Evo. This is the last game of the series that we played the other day. Now, there'll probably be more of these in the future, depending on how well these videos perform and if you guys enjoy them or not. But as always, thanks for watching. Do greatly appreciate those of you who support the channel, who support the streams, and yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started here. At the top left, we have ourselves as playing as the Starcraft 2 Protoss heal. It's Cassidy. And the bottom right, we have ourselves the orange Brood War Terran. It's me, SeoulStEaL. All right. But yeah, I don't know proper Terran Brood War builds, so I've been doing like kind of a hybrid. I've been doing depot, barracks, and then gas, or gas then barracks. I know that you can build the barracks without the depot, but in StarCraft 2, with how legacy of the void is, with the economy and how you start off with 12 workers, it really doesn't seem like there's a point to doing barracks before depot, because the most you'll be able to get is like, what, 3 Marines out if you were to do a proxy racks or proxy 2 racks before you would need a depot anyway. So I feel like in this scenario, it's just better to just start off with your standard StarCraft 2 Terran build. Now, unfortunately for me, Cassie did block my expansion here, and the reason for that is, and mind you, we were both in Discord chit-chatting, is that he put this down because he didn't realize I switched back to Terran, because after the last game when I was Zerg, he didn't realize I went back. Even though, but yeah, it doesn't matter. He just didn't know. But it doesn't really change a whole lot for him in this scenario here, in my opinion. But yeah, I just build the... He still is going to delay this command center a little bit and being able to be properly positioned. All the while, Cassie's getting himself a second gateway this time around and a second gas. Now, what's really going to matter is whether Cassidy remembers to get the new pylon down, because this one's going to go down very soon here. And when that happens, he's going to get supply blocked. Okay, he did remember to do it. So he's got that going for him, which is quite nice. Sorry, I had to tab out. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and get ourselves our second and eventually our third factory. And for those of you who might just be tuning in now to the series, if this is like your first game of the series that you're watching, if you're wondering why I'm not doing a full wall, that's because these are the old StarCraft 1 supply depots. You notice that they look quite different. They do not drop down like the StarCraft 2 ones. Just like how we don't have a tech lab and reactor. We have just the machine shop from Brood War, where all the tech is at. So all the upgrades are for the factory units, that is. Starting off once again with the vulture speed, and then right after it'll be the spider mines from the vultures. Cassie's starting off differently this time, because this time he got himself a second gateway before the robo, so a bit more of a proper opening when you're playing PvZ, but it's quite all right in this scenario as well, because in PvT in StarCraft 2 there's the potential of a Hellion run by with a Reaper, so you would want a wall to help create that choke for the Hellion, even though the Reaper could boop you out, but at least you have some line of defense. And of course, the shield battery was there as well. 3 vultures going on out. The scout looking for harassment potential. The ion thrusters upgrade just finished, so these things are moving at lightning speed here. 3 stalkers, though, out and ready to defend against the vultures. They're not in position to block, but they are in position to deny. The vultures are going to get away, but not before I lose 1. Stalkers pressing forward, looking for those spider mines, but it's too early for that right now. So basically at this point we're learning that the spider mines in this scenario would be around 5 minutes when they appear, so it gives Cassie maybe a bit more time if he were to watch the replay to see that he doesn't have to worry about the spider mines just yet. He doesn't have to rush that robo just yet. He could buy a little bit more time before making it against Brood War Terran, but who knows, maybe it's completely fine either way. It doesn't really hurt him too much. It just gives him a tech advantage of being able to get Colossus out faster. Spider Mines are completing here. These vultures are going to pick off a stalker or two before having to retreat. Spider Mines are now available, and if you're wondering what this is the fire bat. I'm adding fire bats into my army, in my composition, for the sole reason is that fire bats are really good at killing zealots. They're excellent at killing zealots. So I've decided, you know what, I'm going to add them into this unit composition, make my army a little bit more robust against the typical charge lot, like, push. Cassidy's adding another four gateways, 5 gateways, so we're currently at a total of 7. A pretty good number, a little bit better if it was 8, but 7 is still good. And now, oh, the vultures are going to get in, and they're going to wreak havoc on this natural expansion here. The spider mines are in position to try to deny the stalkers. Oh man, that one almost killed the stalker, but the shield battery is drained. These vultures are cleaning house here. Holy moly, 15 workers, 16, 17, 18 worker kills. And this is huge. Now, the stalkers are going to be able to clean this up, but not before Cassidy loses. Well, not before Cassidy lost a full mineral line of workers. That is... I mean, some people might argue that's his game. You know, that's game over. But I currently do not have the army capable of moving across the map. Not like in Starcraft 2, where I could be going across with bio, maybe. Like a Hellion run-by could do as much as the amount of vultures I just produced. Like 4 Hellions have the potential of doing as much, but not that they will, right? But now we have spider mines on the map. The observer is going to deny the spider mines from being able to get a whole lot done, as long as the observer is within range of the stalkers and doesn't fall too far behind. And as you can see, the stalkers have enough vision to deny it. The spider mines, more stalkers cleaning up. Oh, that spider mine does get cleaned up actually without making a connection. And now we have a warp prism in my main base with the stalkers blinking on in. Now in StarCraft 2, with StarCraft 2 Terran, I would feel very dead here, but because of Brood War Terran with the mech, with how strong it feels, I don't feel as bad. Now this is definitely a bad situation to be in, regardless, but it's not as dangerous because these Brood War siege tanks are pretty deadly. They pack quite a punch in them as it is. And yeah, so I'm gonna be able to make it out, or not me, he's gonna be able to make it out, but not before losing a lot of, well, stuff. If we look at the resources lost, I have lost 1,775. Cassie's lost nearly 4,000. He's lost 3,924. That's he's lost double what I have. So it's looking quite bad for him right now, for Cassidy. These stalkers are going to come in here and be as annoying as they can be. But luckily for me, I just put down a few spider mines down and it'll take care of it for the most part. I did not know that this was here. This observer being able to look at and see everything. I could see it. Oh wow, I'm bad. Oh, okay. Well, Cassie's going to move it now. And I'm not going to see it. Third base does go down for me now, but I have... Oh, actually, Cassidy is caught up to my worker count. I am doing pretty bad in keeping my workers' production going. I guess. And I'm giving Cassidy the opportunity to get back into this game. Not by choice necessarily, but you could make the arguments by choice, but I don't know how Terrans pushed early on in StarCraft 1. Whenever they had an advantage like I just had, where I killed 18, 19 workers in the beginning. Like, I don't know what I could have done different, like, to push earlier or push faster. Would I just make more vultures? Would I just, like, start mixing in Goliaths? Would I try to... I mean, can I even make Goliaths right now? I don't know. I think I need the science facility, so I can't even make Goliaths, right? I'm forgetting the tech already, right? So that's kind of what I'm getting at, is that I just don't know how to take advantage of my, well, my position. So here we go. I'm trying to spread more spider mines. Cassie's gonna come on over here and deny me some map control by clearing up the spider mines. He's doing a pretty good job at it. He's been doing a good job at it. The Vultures, not going to get a whole lot done. In fact, one does go down pretty quickly, but I have +1 attack, I think. That's why I'm able to two-shot these workers right now. Yeah, I have +1 attack, so I'm able to two-shot workers. I'm getting +1 armor. I have the second armory in position right there. I think I needed the Academy for +2. I think that's what it was. The Academy is required for +2 attack and armor. But either way. Double Forge and double Immortals are being produced simultaneously right now. And a 4th base goes down for Cassidy much sooner than my 4th. My 4th is done, but it's already in his is in position, and I can see it right now. I can see it. My 4th base is not going to be moved for quite some time because I'm trying to saturate this base a bit here. And sorry about that. Cassidy sees everything. He can see the 2 orbital commands. He can see the siege tank. He can see I have no detection just yet. I'm about to create a wall right now. But here we go. This push, Cassidy did not see this coming because he's not in position for it. I'm getting myself situated here, setting up for siege tanks to siege up here while pushing his 3rd simultaneously. And so Cassidy sees, he gets the notification for the attack now, but like he's also getting attacked to his 3rd. And he's choosing to prioritize defending the 3rd over the 4th. But that's because his reinforcements are right there. Cassidy's going to go ahead and push on forward. These siege tanks targeting the Zealots first and foremost. Maybe not the best of targeting, but he does clean that up. In exchange, though, the 4th was denied. I don't remember if it was canceled if he denied or if I denied it. But this army is not going to go down very easily either. Cassidy's making more charge lots. Spider Mines are going to definitely help in cleaning this up if the Spider Mines aren't targeted first, that is. Looking like this army is going to get cleaned up here by Cassidy. The blink forward onto the siege tanks. And yep, the army does get cleaned up, which now brings it up. Well, I still have the lead in terms of resources lost. Cassidy still lost about 2,000 more, and that one just added right there. That Spider Mine getting the Stalker just added to it. Now we have 2-2 on the way for my army with the Wraith Cloak upgrade. I'm getting orbital commands. The one thing I will say that's a bit more... I can't really make the argument that's annoying, because it's like, yeah, it's an extra step I have to take in order to have scans readily available. I have to have it, I have to control group the orbitals with the command centers. So it's one extra step than in StarCraft 2. So I don't know if I can really make the argument that's annoying. It's just an extra step, but yeah. It can be quite, it's easy to forget that you didn't hotkey your orbitals. Just because of that little extra step you have to take to have the scans ready. But at least we still got the scans, right? 4th base does go down for me. Cassie's 4th base is going down now. Mine's already getting saturated a little bit here with 9 workers. Cassie's just being replanted down, so now Cassie's back to being behind. But Cassie does have a 11 worker lead, so he does have that going for him, which is quite nice. Our supplies are similar, but I do have a bigger army than he does at the moment. Unfortunately for me, the unit pathings for the units from these 2 factories is a little screwed up because I've created a unfortunate nice wall here. So my Zealots could go through here, Vultures could go through here, but not tanks and not Goliaths. These Vultures are going to get some nice worker kills here. Picking off 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 or 6. 6. 7. Oh man, the shield battery is going to save the rest of these workers. I don't know why Cassidy's army wasn't moving forward. I guess they were getting blocked. Going to get 10 additional workers down before the Vultures do get cleaned up here. The mines are also not going to make the connections that I was hoping. It's not like Widow Mines. Widow Mines at least have the luxury of once the missile shoots, that's it. Like you can blink out of it, but if you're not a blink stalker or an adept shading just at the right time, then you're just SOL. If we look at the upgrades, Cassie has double forge, but he forgot to start his 1-1. He is, though, keeping up the production of Immortals. Now, here is also the luxury, I guess you could say, that you could possibly make for these orbital add-ons, is that... actually, no, it's the same energy as each command center, so it's not that big of a deal. Up 3 or 4 vultures trying to make an entrance into the natural, and the spider mine does nearly... Well, the spider mine did kill that one stalker, but I nearly get in, but Cassie warps in 3 more stalkers to block my vultures from sneaking on past and getting some war worker kills. Not that there's a whole lot else going on in here. We have 4 mineral patches that are nearly mined out. The main base is completely mined out. So Cassie's only mining base is the 3rd and partially the 4th. Here I am getting myself a 5th base. In the meantime, I'm scanning for observers simultaneously to try to clear them out. Since I have Goliaths now, and I start adding wraiths in. Now, I don't know if this is a good move or not. I couldn't tell you. I could tell you that they are nowhere near as good as Banshees. Now, I don't know if it was just the Starcraft 2 campaign where wraiths could shoot air, or if they could naturally shoot air. You know, if they had anti-air missiles on top of their anti-ground, like pew-pew missile gun. But, like, I still think the Banshees are just better. They're more dangerous, they're scarier to work with, or to face up against than the wraiths. Now we have the clash of 2 massive armies. I'm maxed. Cassidy is at 156 supply, but our army supplies are only a 20 supply difference. And here we go. The siege tanks are going to start focusing fire on the Archons while the Goliaths are trying to take away and kill the Stalkers. Here comes a reinforcement round of charge lots pushing on forward onto the tanks. They're going to run past the tanks. They definitely weren't charging forward, but it did kind of work out for them. I think a mine may have connected on a zealot and killed one of my own zealots. Things are looking, well, I mean, they are still scary. There is still a siege tank, and the observer did get taken out, so there is no longer a detector for the spider mines, except for these forward cannons. This wraith, though, finally going to make its move forward. This vulture is just hanging out there at that base. That's not important, but the spider mines do make some excellent connections. These Goliaths pushing on forward. We have another round of charge slots at the 3rd base. And now these Archons and charge slots, they're waiting for... Cassie's waiting for more units. He needs more units in order to push even this small little army. Because these Goliaths, I'm not entirely sure what the damage is like. I want to say that they pack a punch, and they seemed like that they were. I know the siege tank definitely is quite painful to deal with. Oh, no. But here's 4 Immortals. These Immortals are going to just clean house here very easily. And here we go. Charge lot, Archon Immortal pushing forward, and they're going to clean up these Goliaths. No question about it. This Wraith over here cloaked, and it's going to get how many kills? It's barely getting 1 kill. It can't even get a kill. The shield battery, too good. And we have 2 additional Wraiths over here. These are actually getting some work done. But look at that, like... Like, it's pathetic. Yeah, Wraiths are just garbage. Oh, but here I am pushing forward with siege tanks and Goliaths. More and more of them pushing on forward. And it's looking like GG. Oh, but this massive Protoss army coming in from the rear, gonna catch me from behind. And on top of some of the reinforcements that Cassie's got in the main, gonna help in clearing this up. And this is now looking very bad for me. Like, the army supply might fool you because Cassie's down 24 workers, but like, he's just got a little bit of a... I mean, our army supplies are fairly close. I think the Immortals just their army supply, even though it's not as great, they definitely trade pretty dang well. They are really good traders. So got some more spider mines being put down to try to close in on Cassidy's or close off Cassidy's movements towards my base, closing off some pathing. And this the sixth base is gonna get cleaned up here. Now here's the thing that I would like to see added from Cassie, because I don't know how to deal with them yet. It would be carriers. Now I don't think that, even though he's like, Cassie's got this big bank right now, I don't think he would have been able to go carriers without me knowing. But I don't know if there's anything I could do about it, knowing if he's going carriers, besides just massing Goliaths and praying. Because StarCraft 2 carriers are definitely better than StarCraft 1 carriers. At least that's to my opinion. In my opinion, they're definitely better. The interceptors just move faster and attack faster in StarCraft 2 compared to StarCraft 1. Cassie's gonna go ahead and move on out towards my 6th base he spotted. Or my 5th base, I mean. Well, technically, I'm right when I said 6th, because my 6th base is right there. And now I'm losing tons and tons of workers here. The trades are good for Cassie, but in the meantime, Cassie is losing one of his few mining bases that he's got left. And, I mean, it's going to go down very quickly here. This base is going to be the most mined base in the entirety of Cassie's, it's the entirety of his economies right here. I'm just stuck sieging up and hoping for the best. This is the Prage moment here. A full surround by the Protoss might. Can Cassidy break this army with Charizard, Archon, Immortal? Immortals are... they're packing quite the punch, and holy moly, this army is decimating. And you might be wondering which one, the Protoss and Terran, and the answer is yes. The trades were good on both sides. Cassidy does ultimately win on the ground with 6 Zealots remaining versus the 1 Wraith. Technically, the Wraith wins, so GG, well played, Terran wins. But I did not know that Cassidy was getting these 2 bases. I don't think I ever saw this. So, unfortunately, Cassidy is down to just 1 mining base in the meantime, though. This one you can't even count. It's at 180 minerals. This one's dead. He's not going to build that there. He's not going to replace this base for a few minerals. So... and we're both broke. Even though I'm doubling his supply. I'm doubling Cassie's supply. I have 60 more supply in army than he does. Like, we are both broke. These 6 zealots are going to get cleaned up here. Now, if you're wondering, what's with all these command centers? This is an old habit. This is a habit from StarCraft 2, and that is dumping more money into orbitals, thinking mules, but lo and behold, I had to remind myself, oh yeah, there's no mules. You can tell that this is a StarCraft 2 move, so. Moving on forward here, though, with my army. My army is still massive, though, and I have a lot of production. I'm producing off of how many factories? 5, 6, 7 factories and a starport. So, it's quite massive. And we have just a buttload of tanks, and there's just nothing Cassidy can do here, unfortunately. But this was ultimately a really fun game. GG is called, and I take the last game of the series. So, well played on both players' ends, and of course, I'm not trying to toot my own horn here, but we did do a pretty good job on both sides, both Cassidy and my side. We played a pretty good game of StarCraft 2. Obviously, compared to pros, we're total noobs, but that's okay. We don't need to be pros for the game to be fun to watch. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that replay cast. If you would like me to cast your replays, feel free to submit them. It's in the description down below. I have an email for submitting your replays. If you want to, whether it's regular StarCraft 2 or if you and your friends want to do some StarCraft 2 Evolution, just make sure you put in the description in the email, hey, this is an SC2 Evo game, or hey, this is a regular StarCraft 2 game. Completely fine with either one, but I would like to see your games. And if they're, they got a lot of, action packs, if there's a lot of action packed in it, might cast it. So I definitely would like to check them out. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this series. Hope you guys enjoyed the casting and the games. If you did, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching. If you want to catch my streams, I try to stream every day at around 2 p.m. Eastern time. So yeah, catch me on Twitch. And yeah, follow me here on YouTube. Click like, subscribe down below. And yeah, as always, thanks for watching. Have a good rest of your day. See you in the next video. Peace.